Alright, so here I'm just gonna do the Amazon that I have with the Ravenclaw. Uh, do some questing. Let's see how far I can get in Act 3. Um, this video won't be posted until tomorrow, which means nothing to you. Um, but there's already one from midnight tonight, and I only will post one per day. I didn't have the energy to play for a long time, so I didn't post it live. Oh, I need to put players 8. I forgot that's a thing. Um, I didn't. Today I ate and I slept, so. And I made that other video. Also, I guess I did go to work. It was just a short day today. But. It's fine. There's probably not really anything here that can drop that I would pick up. Maybe gold. I'm trying to think what else might even be useful. I suppose there's like a few uniques that I might grab that would be useful potentially. But for the most part, I'm just pressing Alt out of habit. I don't change any of the keybinds ever, so Alt is what shows me items on the ground. This is 1.14D, you can see in the top right of the screen, which is, as far as I know, the latest version of Lord of Destruction. I never bought D2R. And I don't know if I ever will. I might, but I might not too. Because my eventual gold druid character was envisioned as being in 1.14. And I think switching to D2R would somewhat trivialize making him because of Sunder Charms, which would make Hurricane a lot more, I think, viable in more zones. I suppose I can pick up jewels as crafting materials. But the idea is to make a druid whose primary attack is Hurricane that can farm the maggot lair and potentially the ancient tunnels if the maggot lair ends up being a dud. And also potentially like I might try him at Worldstone Keep if I can tolerate casting Tornado with the left mouse button. But probably I'll just stick to Maggot Lair or Ancient Tunnels. This Amazon that I'm playing right now, who will eventually be Strafe Freezing Arrow, I might try her in the Worldstone Keep as well. But her the target that I'm making her for to see if she works is the Travancore. And Hell, the High Council. So, the idea being that a Blizzard Sorceress can clear the Travancore very quickly. Freezing Arrow can, with Pierce and the 3.3 yard radius, I would think could potentially deal a similar amount of damage because you can get multiple hits per arrow, like the explosion radius would hit the same monster multiple times. With that said, I don't actually know if Freezing Arrow has next hit delay. something I should probably look up. Next hit delay is like when you hit a monster with a skill. Some skills have a cooldown after they hit to prevent the monster from taking damage from other sources. Or maybe it's only to prevent them from taking damage from the same source. And the worst offender, or at least a very bad offender, for next hit delay is that Blade Fury or whatever, the spinning shuriken that the assassin throws out. Also, Tornado, I believe, has a pretty big next hit delay. Okay, so already I'm not killing everything in one hit. Interesting. What level am I? 26. What I have now, is it? Yeah, a fully synergized level 33 exploding arrow. I think it does like 700 damage. The fire damage on it. Because this shoots level 33 exploding arrows. It's a Ravenclaw from any version 1.07 through 1.09. Probably versions before 1.07 also work, but I don't know. Why am I going here? There's nothing in a side zone of the Great Marsh that I need. There are no obligated quests over here. And since it's normal, I don't care about that sparkly chest. Okay. I guess I'm going over here because I'm just not thinking. But it's okay. I was going there for experience. To kill more monsters. Clearly. Yep, there. What hat am I wearing? Oh, nice. An upgrade. If I can identify it. I don't even know what this does. It's like Cathan's Visage or... No, Cathan's... We're gonna find out. Together. Cathan's... Okay, it is Visage. There, 25 cold resist. Very important. And now I have a weird face mask. And now I'm about to level up. Boom. I can probably save these stat points. I haven't had a near-death experience recently. So I probably don't need to just pick Vitality endlessly. Did I? Yeah, I did that. Okay. Yeah, I just have something that I do at a certain time of day, every day, some data collection. And I was trying to remember if I did it, and I did. So that's why I said, did I? Yeah, I did. So there you go. Very important information. I wonder, am I even gonna find the flare jungle here? I think it's possible for the Great Marsh to just dead end. And if it does, I'll probably just leave the game. Oh, there's a flare jungle. I need arrows.
Back it, never. Stay a while and listen.
Give me the bird. Thank you. That reminds me of, is it Carbots? Yeah, Carbots Diablo 2 animations, where they just spam the
Damn it.
quest givers,
What do you need?
because that's what everybody does. And then they eat whatever it is that the quest giver gives them. Okay, Act 1. Nope. Act 2. This is the wrong waypoint pattern. I don't like running to Charcy from that far away. And it might be closer than far, I don't know. But I just don't like running to Charcy from that far away. Refuse. Do I have a mana per kill ring on? I do. Wow. Not even using mana. Alright, there's a waypoint. Can I get a flare dungeon? Or a lower caress? Either one would be sufficient. And then I can go sleep. And I'll probably sleep for like 12 hours. But we'll see. Sometimes, lately with my job, I actually have been managing to sleep through the night without waking up multiple times. Otherwise, you know, I'm used to like waking up and rolling over like 3 to 5 times per night. But like last night, I only woke up like 10 minutes before my alarm. I only slept for like 6 hours. The night before that, I didn't wake up until my alarm after 3.5 hours. Because that day I left in the morning at 5, and then I got home, so at 5 in the morning, and then I got home at 10:30 at night. So that was a long day.
This dagger will separate the faith.
And then I had to eat dinner and do my data collecting, and then what's it called? Go to sleep. I didn't even shower. So I just slept on the floor so that I didn't get my bed sheets gross. What boots am I wearing? Yeah, I probably won't beat that. I might pull up some screenshots at the end of this video, just for fun, from some old items that I have. Hello. Or I think some of them I maybe don't have anymore, but they were mine at one point. They're probably on another computer that like doesn't turn on. Like a laptop. I have a laptop with a broken, like the charger port doesn't hook up correctly, like the little metal ring that's supposed to touch the male end of the charger plug is worn from friction, and so it no longer touches, and so it doesn't charge. And so if I want to turn it on, I have to buy a new battery. Uh, and then I can only use it until the battery dies. I could probably buy like an external battery charger, but there's nothing on that computer important enough to justify purchasing those two items. It's so weird seeing him without other shamans, and so it's just like regular guys, like flayers or whatever. Hey, can you give me a ring? Oh, thank you. No good. What am I wearing? Catherine. Oh, what? Oh, because I just put on the hat. Interesting. What's my amulet? 3 mana steel? I don't need mana steel. I wonder if I have Catherine's amulet. And Catherine's armor. What is... Oh, that's the staff. Interesting. I won't look right now. That's not bad for level 12. Mostly the damage reduction and the magic damage reduction would be really strong, I think, at level 12. And then the 47 attack rating is also usable. I mean, it's not like amazing or anything, but you know, like I said, it's not bad. Level 28, okay. Okay. What level am I? 27. Okay. Why am I holding this? I don't know. Okay. So let's go see about those items that I said I might look up. So here's one. Let's put that. Yeah. Deadly Warhammer. This is a 1.07 item, so it could potentially get 4 sockets from Larzuk. Required level 3 is why I kept this. It's too bad that it doesn't have attack speed or anything, although I don't know what that would do to the required level. The 24 to 52 damage, when forwarded, would become 36 to 78 damage, which would be pretty strong at level 3. Of course, the only problem is it's ethereal, and so it can't be repaired. So for it to be useful, you would need a pre-1.10 Zod rune, and I don't think this item is interesting enough to use a pre-1.10 Zod rune on. Here's a cool cap that has only 2 affixes, and it's a rare. It was found, I think, in the Bloodmoor, so it probably has like item level 1 or 2. This is probably a classic ring. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is classic ring. Decent, but not amazing. Let's see. 6 maximum damage, 8 mana. These gloves, oh yeah, 10 or 3 passive and magic skills, 10 crushing blow, 28% increased attack speed, cold res 18. So that was a pretty good roll on a blood crafted glove with a turban in 1.07. You can see the +3 to passive and magic skills because the magic only affixes can be spawned on crafted items. You can also see the item level 99. This screenshot was taken in Atma, the Mealing program, so it shows the item level and the fingerprint. Apparently I took a picture of 1.07. Combat skills, Paladin 12 life. These are, this isn't like stuff I found recently. I just saw this folder and was like, hey, I can show some items for fun. And I don't even know what all is in here. That fast run walk at the very first Apex is 1% faster run walk. The blood amulets in 1.07 always spawn with 1% faster run walk. If this had 10 faster cast rate, then it could be, I think, viable for a City of the Damned Hammerden, but instead it's kind of eh. 19 maximum damage, 39 mana. I think this would be good for a multi-shot Amazon. What is this? Who knows? Some nice classic boots. 18 strength, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Looks like 80 resistance, 10 hit recovery, and 10 run walk. Here's an example of an amulet spawning with skills to multiple classes. The +1 to like sorceress and +2 to sorceress are part of the same affix group, but the +1 to sorceress and +2 to necromancer, or vice versa, are not part of the same affix group. And so you could get 3, you can have like +2 to sorceress, +2 to barbarian, +2 to paladin, for example. That was showing apparently progression of his levels. Here's the old sword back hold, 50% open wounds, and very little else. Here's another classic boot. Fastest hit recovery is going to be 30, faster run walk is 20. So that's 40, 50, 60, 70, 89 resists. But one of them is poison, which is generally considered to be a lower value. Trangle's armor has 40% faster run walk. So for most racking characters, it's going to be your best in slot in 1.07. This is the wonderful naming convention for my stash is full of junk. Here you can see I collected many Naj circlet from racking circlets. In 1.07, circlets are always at least magic. They don't spawn white or gray. And so if you find a circlet rack and you run it, it will always drop at least magic, and it has a 1 in 200 chance to drop the set. So 200 times 66. 120, 136, 1360? 13600 maybe? That, that sounds like a lot. Anyway, 200 times 60. 12. Yeah, so yeah, 13,000 circlet racks that I touched. Is that right? I hope I'm bad at math, because otherwise I'm just crazy. Here is how long, I guess 11 and 1/3 hours is how long I spent killing Erdars to get to level 92 from probably 80, maybe 82. I'm not sure. Whatever level Hell Isual in 1.0 stops giving good experience, then I killed Erdars for over 11 hours. This is the inventory layout that I used while, let's see, yeah, while doing Cocoon Touch Simulator, so that the winged helm that would spawn would always drop in the top left or spawn in the top left rather than in the bottom right. So it's closest to where I need to grab it and sell it. And then as you gamble rings and amulets, they fill up starting on this side. And once it gets to here, then I check what rings and amulets I gambled. And, and of course, this is JF for Jim's friend. Here's a bow, just to show how the poison damage stacks in 1.07, so you can get a pretty good starter weapon. This is the one I already showed. Here, this is a decent Amazon amulet. Not amazing, but decent. Here, this was poison damage of poison damage, and it only got 3 sockets from Larzuk, but I still gave it the 3 perfect emeralds. I was thinking I could use it as a switch weapon for my Lightning Fury Javazon, and because in 1.07, when you throw your javelin, if you switch weapons, then a lot of the mods on the weapon that you switched to will carry on the lightning bolts. And poison damage is one of the mods that carries on the lightning bolts. Another popular choice for a switch weapon on a Lightning Fury Amazon would be Bone Snap, because the 50% crushing blow carries on the javelins. Here's a cute little map waypoint, Durance 1, Durance 3. Here's a, that's interesting, I guess. Oh, no, these were the same map. That's right. That was like 1 to 2. Whoops. And then 2 to waypoint to 3. Yeah, that's right. Spirit Shroud. I don't know if it's different than water, but you can see there what it is. This is the weapon that I use on my Travancore Barbarian in 1.07 for the amplified damage proc during Whirlwind. Also, the +1 to Barbarian skills applies to increased speed, Whirlwind damage, Mace Mastery, damage and attack rating, natural resists, battle orders. Here was a good map for running this sparkly chest. But this character is an Amazon, and so it does not have teleport. I believe this sparkly chest has like a 1 in 2 million chance to drop a Zod rune, but I might be thinking of the wrong version. That might be 1.09. Here is my preferred layout for cocoon placement on the Cocoon Touch Simulator for gambling gold find. Here is Oath in a 1.07 Ethereal Scourge. The damage rolled really low. When forwarded, 1.07 ethereal items get the 50% enhanced damage bonus added to the maximum damage value twice rather than just once. That's interesting. Here's an error. So here is what the inventory of Cocoon Touch Simulator would look like when full from gambling and also having grabbed an item off the floor to sell. Here, this one is probably meant to show cold resist 48. The resists can go up to 49 on classic rings and amulets. Also at level 18, this would be pretty useful with the 117 attack rating, 5 lifesteal, pretty strong cold resist, you know, for all the cold monsters in Act 2. Yeah. I've took a screenshot here because I liked the color of the Minotaur. Let's see, why did I take that? I guess it's probably just a weird layout. This is the start of the journey of my current 1.07 Travancore Barb, and this is his starting weapon. Amazing. Don't know why I kept that. There was a time when I thought this was a good map. Now I know there's only like 4 layouts, or maybe even it's only 3 layouts for where the stairs can be, and this is one of them. This is a potentially viable option for running Isual if he's like right here on the map, but City of the Damned can still spawn him closer than running through like this can. But you could potentially have like a unique boss here, and then have a unique boss here as well as Isual, and then that would make a map layout like this, I think, superior to a City of the Damned layout typically. Same axe again. Poison resist 11, 19 life. Forked large charm of quality required level 30. So this one could be used in low level dueling if you play on land or Hamachi. Here, fast run walk and poison resist 12. And 1.07, the small charms can get up to 12 to a single resist. Large charms get up to 24, and grand charms get up to 36. Titan's Revenge is not nearly as good as you are used to, but the knockback is valuable for use in 1.07. Obviously, through Javelin and Spears helps the Lightning Fury to Amazon. The replenishing quantity, just basically all this does is keep the repair cost low, because it always costs as if you've only used one Javelin. 25 lifesteal on a glove from bugged crafting recipes. 34 mana after each kill on a rare ring with 5 magic find and magic damage reduce 1. It's missing 10% faster cast rate. So, meh. But yeah, that's the Sapphire plus Thawing Potion plus Ring recipe in 1.07. Here's an example of mana after each kill and faster cast rate. So this, of course, would be very good for a sorceress. Or potentially a singer, I guess. Are we back to the beginning? I did have one of these at, I had one that was like 32 or 35 maybe, which I gave away. I think I gave it away to someone who I know. So yeah, that's just an old folder of screenshots. I believe most of those items, not all, but most, are on another computer. And I don't think they got transferred over. So, there, you got like 2 videos in one. Kind of. What is... Oh, I see. The one video being my Amazon, and the other video being old screenshots. Good night.